I know it's been a while since we featured the garden. So we're here at Dusk, just enjoying the beauty of the Exodus house. We have a guest and her beautiful granddaughters in there, but there's the Bob Marley circle. Oh my gosh, all the periwinkles came out. So these plants that we had in here, they're seasonal, so some come, some die. It's a very dry time. We're approaching our summer here, so some plants that have died are coming back. Um, this was one plant that I loved so much. It's almost every good garden has this plant in their house, in their yard, but you can see like it's rebudding, right? So it's not really gone, right? The top branches are dry, but it's not really gone. So that's the driveway. Yeah, so I am actually waiting. Before we can even submit our plans to the city, we need to get the plan of the lot to submit it. So we've been waiting for those plans for a few days now, but we need to get those plans out. What I'm doing is I'm going to get a full CAD and three-dimensional blueprint of what I'm building back there, so that I have something to convey the idea with, you know? Here I'm just going to put raised beds here. This is where we knocked down Joseph's house. So I'm going to put some raised beds here, and put some flowers and put some tomatoes and things here to grow. In the meantime, while we get everything organized. I don't want to say anything, but this is going to be an ambitious project. This is going to be the most ambitious project that I have embarked upon aside from the Exodus house. So that took a lot, but I kind of have an idea of how I can properly execute this to make it not as much as a trek as it could be. So I'm gonna start with the plants. So I have some seeds, I have some other things. I'm gonna start planting what I have next week, and I'm gonna put them here. So I'm gonna clean this area, because right here gets very good sun in the daytime. Uh-oh, I have a call coming in. So I don't want to destroy any trees. I don't want to move anything. You know, I just so love this yard. I love this area. I love everything about it. That I can see the whole thing, and I can see, you know, how the trees lay in the land, and you know, so beyond that mango tree way in the back, that's one project, and then this project is the beekeeping project. So this lot of land is huge enough that I can accommodate two projects, if I have careful planning, right? So it starts with plants. Plants are going to take the longest to to really catch and show what they should look like. I don't even know if this is the right space, because you can see based on this almond tree, It's shedding down here. I don't want this stuff to be choking my plants. So I might get the pruner to come and dress back this branch so that I can have this space, because if you look straight up, there is no, yeah, only the almond tree has any problem, but this is full sun right here. Um, that's gonna send our water bill up, and I still need to get a carpenter to come and make use of the wood that I salvaged so that I'm able to start building out my hives. And yeah, so before I actually pour any concrete or do anything back here in the woods, I'm gonna need plans. um, that's a pretty penny. It's not cheap, but man, from being here, like looking at the Exodus house and seeing what this is going to be, right? Next year at this time, I have something to look forward to. The Exodus house between August and April of last year, August of last year and April of this year was 9 full solid months. I gave birth to a house, y'all. And I give myself the exact same time, which it could be shorter because this is new construction that goes back there. That's going to be new construction. This is going to be torn down, and it's going to be new construction as well. This took so much time, energy, and effort, and money. Yeah, time equals money, and money equals time. It took so much because I had to refurbish the property. Yeah. So it took a lot more. So once I have the funds secured to do everything that I need, I'll be able to move a lot faster. But in my mind, I think the place to start is here in the Honey Meadow, because I can create tangible outcomes a lot faster than I can with this. This is a lot of land. I can take anybody back there and say, I want to build this. And I go, okay, yeah, right. You will never build that. But this, I can plant a couple of plants. I can make my hives. I can make my boundary wall. I can make my little pond. I could do things little by little. So at least I'm working towards the completion of the project in a visible and tangible way. Whereas this have to wait for some buku money to get there, right? But at least this will I will be able to say, okay, I came here with this idea and I wanted to do this project, and I this is what I did. So it's gonna take a little bit, oh Lord, oh, look at my creeping plant. This is a plant that I rescued. So everywhere I go, I like this. What is it called again? These guys. My golden, is it the golden pothos? That's what it is? Yeah. So I have it over here too. You know what? This is my fault. It's not their fault. This is my fault. Because from the time I started this nursery, I just put the plants here and then left them. I need to build the bamboo trellis that I wanted to use for shade and run my passion fruit vines that is now actually running up the almond tree. You can see like all the tin cans and stuff that I planted the seeds in there. So yeah, I need to get on this project ASAP. So the next step is planting and probably building the bamboo trellis, moving these plants that I have for purpose. This is bad, right? I started planting these like right after I got here, and it's way up in the almond tree, right? This is super bad. You know, so I have some more plant there. Um, I have one heap of little plants inside here. Yeah, that I need to transplant and make and do something with. So the goal is to make this barren wasteland on the ground surface look like this green oasis. Yeah, and it can be done. We could do this. I can do this. Um, so I'm gonna make a calendar for myself, and this is good sun area as well. This area, this lot of land up to that burnt tree, this gets really nice sun, and that other area. So I can do this little by little with the plants and the seeds that I already have, and um, and get that going. They're churn playing over in the yard. We just finished this curb here. We used some of the blocks that we salvaged to do this. Yeah. So yeah, just walking and checking out everything. Um, you know, but yeah, this can be done. This will be done, and I can't wait to show you exactly what I have envisioned for this space. You're gonna love it. What I have envisioned for this property on this side. Yeah, you're really gonna like it. Um, for what we're looking to build. And then Joseph probably thinks I'm crazy. I'm always talking to my phone or talking to myself. Joseph, Mama. I see. Oh, these little ones. These become creepers. They are. Don't plant anymore. They become vines like that tree. They need something to hold on to. I had planned to put them.
Crawl to the tree.
Yes, they crawl. They need a gate. These. That's why I haven't planted them. I need to make a gate for them. Don't plant anymore.
Okay.
Okay?
Jackson, he told me plant.
And mommy said don't plant, right? Mama
Okay.
said don't plant.
Okay.
Yeah, these you can see there these little lining yeah, it looks for something to creep on.
Okay.
So I have an idea of what I want it to creep on.
Okay.
No. Ah man, and I've been saving those. Okay, don't plant anymore.
Okay.
Okay? I'm gonna
This,
show you what to plant.
this one.
This one, yes, you can plant.
Plant.
Yes, please. Yeah, this is I think my jasmine bush. Yeah, you can plant this one, but it's gonna need deep roots. It's gonna need to go down deep, so be careful when you're digging here. Okay, when I'm finished with the video, I'll show you what to plant. Yes. Isn't it beautiful? And you know what this is? I think it was a piece of stick. I think it was a piece of stick. So in this clearing, we have an idea of what we want to do right here. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, so we don't really have like any restaurant or anything, but we're thinking of doing that. A restaurant, juice bar, something right here. And then this little dirt patch right here, where the old water tank used to be, I am going to put a kitchen garden in this little section here. This we cannot pour cement. We have too many pipes, too many things, but we do need like stepping stones, things like that. So never, see, because we got kids and stuff. So And we still have no outside lights. You know, it's not super dark at night, but we don't have any outside lights. We have lights on the trees, but for I think the lights that we need, the kind of lights that we need something like 22 or something. I counted them, and then you multiply that by like the going rate of those lights, and it's like, oh my gosh, oh no, maybe I should just pay my worker instead of getting some light. But we do have, there's a bulb on there. Yeah. Oh man. Okay, so the sea gate is open. Let's walk down to the beach. Remember this, y'all? Remember this? Now we still want to cover this with sand. You know? I think I want to sit here for a little bit. Usually when I come, I just come in, I come out, I'm working. You know, I don't really get to enjoy so much of this all the time. Yes, those are mirrors. Those are mirrors. Expand your horizon, child. Expand your horizon. Do you see yourself returning to Africa? Have a look at you. Aren't you coming back to Africa? Yes, you are. Okay. Man. Wow. When we were building this place, walking on that beach and looking up at the property and just imagining to myself what it would look like when it gets finished. Just imagining, because you know, I had it in my mind. I couldn't touch it, I couldn't see it. I had it in my mind, you know? And it was very hard to use, you know, my savings, my grant funds, money that I knew was tangible and in the bank, to lease somewhere in a foreign country and, you know, and then finance it. It was very, very, very hard because I didn't know if I would ever see that money again. I didn't know if during that build, if anything could happen, if anything could go wrong. But, you know, I had to just tell myself that I was doing the work. The reason why I got the money I got was to do the work, and I was not going to flinch. I wasn't going to let it deter me or let fear grip me to the point where I was too afraid to act or I didn't do what I said I was going to do. And I made my ancestors a promise of what I was going to do, and they made the way. And when they made the way, I ran through it. And when I ran through it, I ran into this property, and I said, I'm going to keep running. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. You know, it will not be said that Renee was supposed to do this and she didn't do it. It will not be said, you know. I couldn't live with that in my consciousness. I couldn't live with knowing how my path was set and open for Jojo and I couldn't live with that and not do what I said I was going to do, you know. So if even just for myself I have the integrity to say I did what I said I was going to do, to prepare a place for the diaspora to return to, and I did it, you know. So welcome to Sunset. Man, it's just gorgeous. With the rock pools, and then we have a little bit of sand that gets down to the beach, because sometimes people come here in high tide and they go, well, can you go to the beach? I'm like, yes, you can. Well, I only see rocks. Well, it's high tide. No. There it is. There is a nice sandy beach out here. Sometimes the ocean recesses all the way out to where you can see those birds flying. Yeah. But yeah, there is definitely a path to the beach here. And no, we don't yet have rails stuff, you know. Man, I still have some more work to do. Look at this. This is just like the quintessential, like tropical look. You know, this plant right here, the aloe vera, and it's shooting. Yeah, it's just so beautiful. And I have more aloe vera spores that I did not plant that are coming up in between. That's fresh young aloe vera coming up. So yeah, you know, it's just a dream come true. And some people are fortunate to get their dream, or you know, maybe they marry a man to give them their dream, or maybe they're born into something that is a dream. But man, it feels different when you have to work for your dream, when you have to toil for your dream, and you have to sweat for your dream and stress for your dream, and you know, work night and day to realize your dream. It feels completely different. That, you know, I wasn't born into it, and it was not given to me. It was not given to me. I had to earn and work and sweat and fight with workmen, fight with fundis, and you know, fight with myself, because I can't even begin to tell you how much self-doubt went into something like this. I mean, look at the birds. Wow. Oh my. Whoa. Can you see the birds? Wow. Look at them. And they were low too. Yeah. I had to fight the self-doubt, man. I had to really fight against my own self-doubt. But yeah, this is us. First place for the diaspora in Africa. Because when I wanted somewhere to go, I didn't have anywhere to go. I didn't have anyone to reach out to or anyone to email. I came on a plane with a baby and there was nobody. Okay? What people don't understand is that I was walking in faith, leaving America, coming to the unknown. At least y'all know where you're going to be. At least you have a face to put to it. I didn't have anyone. You know? I didn't have anyone. There is no textbook. There is nothing out there written to say, well, if you want to start a business for the diaspora, this is how you do it. Or if you want to go ahead and refurbish a house in a country where you don't speak the language, don't know nobody, and this is how you do it. None of that, you know? All of these broken tiles that you see, your girl Renee did that. All these plants that you're looking at, we did that. A lot of you don't see the videos from the beginning, but you've joined the struggle in the middle. But if you go all the way back to the beginning, man, this place was a nightmare. It was a visible nightmare. Ooh, my American palm is coming up. I like it. Yeah. So, tangibles, intangibles, excuse me. You know, sometimes when you work for your dream and you fight for your dream, you're going to get some attack. You're going to get some people who feel like you shouldn't, you're not entitled, despite seeing your work and seeing you work. They believe that you're not entitled to the kind of success that you achieve. And they themselves have never done anything, but they try to use you as a football, you know? And it's sad that people have that kind of heart, but the truth of the matter is someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality, right? Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. I took this house Some people told me I was a lunatic. Well, of course, you have to be freaking crazy at some point in your mind to really believe that you can pull off something like this. So when people told me I was crazy, I said, yes, thank you very much for observing. And, you know, people told me that, oh, you're only building a house for you and your kid, blah, 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 blah. I don't even live here. Anyone who stayed here can tell you I do not live here. I don't live on these premises. I have a whole entire house about 10 minutes away from here. And I like it there, and I like my peace and my privacy and my space that I have at that house, and I'm very comfortable there. And then there was my first guest. Oh, you welcomed a white woman, and you said this was just for the diaspora. See, I've been done told you she ain't no good. Turns out that lady was from Cape Verde, and she had Portuguese blood in her, and when we interviewed her, you can see her curly hair. Yeah, and it just keeps going and going and going and going, you know. And some people looked away. They looked away for like 3-4 months. They saw me struggling and complaining and hustling and crying, and they're like, she is never gonna finish that. And they look back in another 3 months and they see it finished, completed, furnished, appliance with guests in it. And man, I can't even begin to tell you how it seethes them with rage and anger. That a woman, because in their mind, the perfect model family is the only way to accomplish anything. Well, I've never had the perfect model family, and I am comfortable in being uncomfortable. I'm comfortable in being with myself and using myself to accomplish the things that I need. You know, I'm not saying you don't need a man. I've said this a dozen times that you do need, you know, God created a partner. One man, one woman, Adam and Eve. Okay? That God did that. But if you are not finding the partner that is complementary to you and holding you up and healing you and giving you energy and life, then by God, it's better to be by yourself. Honest, that's just how I feel, you know. And some people have this concept that they're going to tear down women, single mothers, because it's single mothers who are ruining the whole entire world, without consideration that it is a woman's right to protect her child, as even if that protection is from the father of the child. And protection could mean anything from protecting your mental well-being, your physical well-being, your financial well-being, and the inner peace and joy of that child. So, you know, for those people, I say go kick rocks, man. Go kick rocks. Don't watch me that I'm a single mother and blah 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 blah, and all the crap that you want to attach to a single mother, and oh, it's that single mother stress and da 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 da. All of these awful things. I would rather be a single mother and happy with my child and able to give my child love and pour love and happiness in her than be in some ratchet, unhappy, miserable, nasty relationship just to say I got a man who is cheating on me, lying to me, running through my bank account, taking advantage of me, and abusing me in every type of way, and giving that as an example to my child that this is how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to grin and bear it and take the shit. Oh, I'm sorry I said that. I know children watch this program. But in any event, I went off on a tangent there. I'm just here relaxing, taking in the breeze. And I bid you welcome, Caribou, Tanzania. And by the way, some of y'all want to come and you get lost in the songs. Don't pay attention to all the other stuff that you are hearing or seeing or thinking or feeling, or all the anxieties that are being poured into you from east, west, north, and south, and what if and what not. No, just pull the trigger, man. Just pull the trigger. If it's time to go, it's time to go. Speaking of which, it's time for me to go. Love y'all. Bye. Thank you so much for watching.